and we are going to put them online for people that cannot attend today and live, and the material will be uploaded and will be for free for everyone. During the webinar, if you have questions, please raise your hand, or you can use the chat. And for today, we have Nora Aragon from Square team, that she's going to be our mentor. She's a Spanish journalist, and she had a lot of experience also around the world with a lot of people and type of cultures and backgrounds, and have developed a really good problem solve skills. So thank you, Nora, for being here, and please.
Thank you to all of you guys to be here in this presentation. So today, wait, I'm gonna share my screen. 1 second. Wait, first I have to share the screen. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Wait, how do I put this? Okay. Okay. Sorry. So today, in these presentations that we are doing, as my colleague was saying, for Reintegrate Wellbeing, we will be talking, we will be continuing with the soft skills that will help you and workers that have suffered from burnout to develop these soft skills. And today we will be talking about problem solving. So yeah, well, thanks to all of you for being here today. And yeah, basically the goal of this session is to equip you with soft skills and problem solving skills, and to teach you on how to use them as a tool to cope and prevent them from burnout, both in your professional life and in your personal life. And well, first of all, I would like to focus on which are the main crucial skills that we will be analyzing today. So first of all, we will be looking at the analytical problem-solving skills that will help us to unleash the power of critical thinking and developing techniques to assess and tackle complex problems with precision. Then we will be looking at the problem-solving strategies for coping and recovery, and we will navigate challenges with resilience, exploring strategies that empower you to cope with adversity and recover from setbacks. And then we will be looking at mastering the art of effective interaction to elevate your communication and collaboration game. So first of all, we have some questions related to problem-solving skills. So if you guys want to participate, I would like to ask you these 3 little tests that we have here. The first question is, what is the core essence of analytical problem-solving skills for you? The main option is memorization of facts. The second option is precise decision-making and critical thinking. The C option is creative brainstorming, and the D option is following predefined steps. So if you guys want to answer in the chat, and then we look at the answers. Then the second question is, define problem solving in a nutshell. So what will be problem solving for you? Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so we were looking at the define problem solving in a nutshell. So what is problem solving for you? Is it a rigid process with predefined steps? Is it the ability to find solutions to challenges? Is it ignoring problems and hoping they go away? Or is it following others blindly? So put your opinion up in the chat. And then finally, we have, why are problem solving strategies for coping and recovery essential? A, to avoid challenges altogether. B, to navigate adversity with resilience. C, to blame external factors. Or D, to complain about setbacks. So I'm checking. Okay. If you guys can give your answers, we will wait a bit. So we just saw that we have received 2 answers. Do we wait for someone else? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm also thinking that those will be the proper answers, and I think we have a winner. So yeah, for the what is the core essence of analytical problem solving skills, I also will say that precise decision making and critical thinking will be a correct answer. Then to define problem solving in a nutshell, I think the proper answer will be yes, B, the ability to find solutions to challenges. And then for the final, sorry, because I have here, okay. For the final question, why are problem solving strategies for coping and recovery essential? It will be also B, to navigate adversity with resilience. Perfect. So let's go on. Okay, so yeah, into problem solving, there are some important points that we should take into consideration. Well, effective problem solving strategies involve multifaceted skills essential for navigating the complexities of today's dynamic work environments. Also, problem-solving skills are integral to the development of learning materials focused on soft skills for individuals recovering from burnout. Soft skills encompass a wide range of interpersonal communication and emotional intelligence abilities, and problem-solving skills can support you to address challenges encountered during the recovery process effectively. So we have prepared here the presentation of a video about problem-solving skills. So if you want to check it out, we will present it. Let's see if we can do it. Yep. We can see a bit of it because it's too long. 1 second.
But we cannot hear the voice.
You cannot hear it?
No.
Okay. 1 second. Why not? Why not?
You need to share sound
Can we
as
do
well.
share
not-
sound?
I have to select also.
Okay. So 1 second. Interrompe condivisione. Ok. Con il schermo. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't click it before, sorry. Okay.
Over the last 30 years, I've worked with 50,000 people to generate over 10,000 problem solutions. And those problems generated $2.5 billion in first-year profits for their companies. My name is Len Bertain, and I'm a business consultant. And I teach client employees to both identify and solve problems. What I want to answer today is not what I do, because I'm crystal clear about that. I know what I've been doing for 30 years, and I'm crystal clear, and the clients know what I do. But what I want to talk about is why did I get the results that I got? A lot of my business friends over the years have told me that those are not only good results, they're spectacular. So I'd like to explore with you today some of my ideas about why those numbers occurred. We start with believing that work is problem solving. It's almost a given. But for example, you come to work in the morning, there's a note on your desk. Your largest client tells you that the package they were expecting from you that you had promised didn't arrive. Problem. So you got to solve that problem. Or better yet, you're a software developer. Client that you just sold a new piece of software to calls up to say there's a huge bug and they can't use the software as advertised. A problem, you've got to solve it. So if you have a small problem or a simple problem, you fix it. But if it's a little more complicated or difficult, you form a team of either people within your work directive or external to your work directive, and you solve it. So what I'd like to do today is look at the why from 3 angles. I would like to look at it from the perspective of an individual who went through my program, from the perspective of a business that experienced the program, and the clients who were the beneficiaries of the program. And I'd like to do it by telling a few stories.
Okay, so let's stop it here because otherwise. Basically, in this video, as we are saying, this professional is explaining that work is just basically a form of continuous problem solving and continuous problems, as we all know, that it takes part of the dynamics of works. And wait 1 second. Here it is. Yep. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, problems take a big part of our work life, and problem solving skills, play a very important role in creating a healthier work-life balance and a work environment. And it involves addressing challenges and conflicts proactively. But how can we do this? Well, as we have written here, by nurturing a problem-solving culture within workplaces, by nurturing a problem-solving culture within workplaces, employees are encouraged to identify issues, collaborate on solutions, and implement positive changes. Okay, yeah. So right now we'll explain some problem-solving techniques that you can take into consideration in your workspace. So if you want to write down these ideas that we will promote to you. So a very important step into problem solving is to actually define what is the problem. So we have to clearly articulate the problem and its impact on us, to identify specific issues and challenges that we have to focus on. Then we should do a brainstorming to encourage the generation of a wide range of ideas without criticism and to stimulate creative thinking by exploring unconventional solutions. Brainstorming can be done just by ourselves or also with the help of our work colleagues that sometimes we don't take their opinions into consideration, but they might add some inputs and some valuable ideas to our problems, and we could look for solutions altogether. Here we have another YouTube video that we have selected about brainstorming techniques. So I'm gonna share it.
Ricorda sempre che la libertà e la democrazia non sono state sempre lì e che possiamo perderle molto velocemente.
If you have a real problem, brainstorming is a good way to come up with a solution or two. As the name suggests, the idea is that you storm on the neural pathways through the brain to pick a lot of thoughts quickly and intuitively. It's best to do this with a group of diverse people, so you have lots of different brains to explore. This leads to the creation of more ideas and maybe new solutions. Before you start, make sure you solve the right problem. Einstein said, to solve a problem, I would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and then 5 minutes solving it. Tina Seelig, a well-known professor on creativity, teaches to define a problem by reframing the question. For example, by simply asking why. Say you brainstorm ideas for a birthday party for your mum. You can ask, why do we organize birthday parties? You might then realize that we do them to make people feel special. Then ask, how can I make my mum feel special? Now a totally different idea might come up. Once you define the real problem, start. Here are 3 ways. Guided group brainstorming. First, get some markers and a whiteboard or some post-it notes. Then invite the participants. These are your brains. Company bosses, teachers or other authorities are advised to stay outside or facilitate. Their authority can intimidate shy people from speaking up. Then lay out the 4 ground rules of brainstorming. 1. Go for quantity. Get out all the ideas, no matter how silly. 2. Withhold criticism. There are no bad ideas. 3. Welcome crazy ideas. The wilder the better. 4. Build on other people's ideas. Listen to them first and then add yes and. Now you can start. Write the problem as a question on the whiteboard. Then ask all of your brains to throw in their ideas. As a facilitator, keep the discussion focused on the topic. To ensure that people don't speak over one another, you can provide a talking stick which is passed around. Note down all the ideas and put them up for everyone to see. Remind people to add on to ideas. If Anne thinks of, let's build a cool umbrella, Jay can say, yes, and let's make it one that flies too. If someone did kill a good idea, the facilitator can always bring it back to life to throw it back on the table. At the end of the session, see if there are 2 ideas that can be combined. In brainstorming, the slogan is 1 + 1 = 3. Then let the team vote to know which are the most popular ones. You can now either start with another round of brainstorming to build on those ideas, or if you are happy with the solution, bring it to an end. Finally, record your best ideas so you don't lose them. The nominal group technique. Explain the ground rules and present the problem. Then ask each person to write their ideas anonymously. Then collect the ideas and let the group vote on each idea. The top-ranked ideas may be sent back to the participants or subgroups for further brainstorming. For example, one group may brainstorm on the form of a product, while the other focuses on the technical features. The group passing technique. Let people sit in a circle, explain the rules, and present the problem. Each person writes down one idea and then passes the piece of paper to the next person, who adds some thoughts. This continues until everybody gets his or her original piece of paper back. By this time, it is likely that the group will have extensively elaborated on each idea. Let everyone explain their evolved idea and write each one up. You can then let the group vote. If you want to brainstorm by yourself, give it a try right now. At the end of this scene, we will present you with a problem. Once you get it, write 5 ideas in the comments below as fast as you can without much thinking. This unlocks your creativity and gets you past mental blocks. After you are done, read the comments from the others. Pick your favorite idea and build your thought on top of it. To do that, just reply to that person starting with yes and. Here's the problem. Our oceans are full of plastic waste. A lot of it is eaten by fish with uncertain effects on our health. According to The Economist newspaper, by 2050 the oceans could contain more plastic than fish, measured in weight. So, how can we reduce the plastic waste in our oceans today?
Okay. So here we have had some ideas about brainstorming techniques that could be used within your team at work. And I hope it has been useful for you. Let's continue with some other ideas that could be used in problem solving, we also could use mind mapping that is done visualizing the problem and its various components and connecting related ideas and concepts to explore the relationships between them. Then we also have the technique of root cause analysis, where we visualize the problem and its various components and we connect related ideas and concepts to explore the relationships between these problems. If you need that I go slower, please let me know, because maybe I go too fast and you don't have time to write it down. Okay, here we have another video about root cause analysis techniques that might be useful as well.
La maggioranza degli architetti guadagna meno di 2.000 euro al mese. Solo il 7% arriva a 4.
While taking part in a team, unpredicted problems may occur at any time. However, problems are nothing but the symptoms of deeper issues. Fixing a problem quickly becomes a convenient solution, however, it doesn't protect your work process from recurring mistakes or problems. This is why every process team is required to focus on finding the root cause and tackle it properly. Thus, knowing its various techniques is very important for any workplace. Hence, today's topic is root cause analysis techniques. Hello everyone. This is George from Invensis Learning. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Let us now look into the agenda. Identify the main root cause of a problem. This plays an important role in any organization because it helps solve. Preventing the event from occurring is more palpable than reacting to the resultant harmful effects. The RCA process usually involves data collecting, causal factor charting, root cause identification, and recommendation generation and implementation. It's typically used when something goes badly, but can also be used when something goes well. Within an organization, problem solving, incident investigation, and root cause analysis are all fundamentally connected. Upon that, RCA may be used to target opportunities for system-wide improvement. Root causes are specific underlying causes that can be reasonably identified, are within management's control to remedy, and which generate effective recommendations to prevent recurrences. Root cause analysis is done by using multiple tools and methods. In general, root cause analysis is about looking deep within the process to find what, when, and why an event triggers. So, now let us discuss some of those root cause analysis techniques and understand them. The first technique is Pareto chart. What is a Pareto chart? A Pareto chart is a simple technique of RCA which is a combination of a bar graph and a line graph. One can notice the presence of both these bars and line graphs on the Pareto chart. In simpler words, a Pareto chart is a graph that indicates the frequency of defects, along with their cumulative impact. Pareto charts are useful to find the defects to prioritize in order to observe the greatest overall improvement. What is the Pareto principle? The Pareto chart is built based on a principle. This principle states that 80% of the results are determined by 20% of the causes. Thus, we try to find 20% of defect types that are directly causing 80% of all defects. So, what are its features? As you guys already saw, the Pareto chart is mainly based on the 80-20 principle. The other features are: a Pareto chart is one of the 7 basic tools used for quality control, which is a combination of both a bar graph and a line graph. In the Pareto chart, each bar usually represents a type of defect or mistake that occurred, and also the bars are presented in descending order, and the leftmost bar indicates the highest issues or errors. And the other graph, that is, the line in the graph, represents the cumulative percentage of defects. Now let us see some of its benefits. Benefits. Pareto charts have many advantages. They help to prioritize the top issue for a problem and try to eliminate it first. Thereby reduces the chance of getting wasted. Then, it gives a clear idea of the cumulative impact of issues by taking better actions by corrective and preventive action. Later, it gives a focused, simple, and clear way to find vital few causes, and helps to improve problem-solving and decision-making skills. Also, it improves the effectiveness of quality management. Upon that, the Pareto chart is useful in every form of leadership decision by helping in problem-solving and decision-making, and in change and time management. After understanding the advantages of the Pareto chart, let us now see how to construct a Pareto chart. A Pareto chart can be built by segmenting the range of the data based on different categories. For example, if you are not getting the exact details of the corona, you can categorize based on number of people infected, people who got cured, people with vaccination, death of corona patients. Then, you can arrange them in descending order so that one can easily find which can cause more defects and errors. Coming to the part of representing it, usually as any other graph, it has two AIS. The left side vertical axis of the Pareto chart is labeled as frequency, which is the number of counts for each category. The right side vertical axis of the Pareto chart is the cumulative percentage, and the horizontal axis of the Pareto chart is labeled with the group names of your response variables. Then accordingly, one must take the necessary action to reduce defects and errors. Let us now see some of its examples. Pareto analysis examples. Pareto analysis can be applied literally in any scenario we see around in our day-to-day life as well. Here are some examples. 20% of employees do 80% of work. 20% of drivers cause 80% of accidents. 20% of the time spent in a day leads to 80% of work. 20% of things in the warehouse occupy 80% of storage space. 20% of employees are responsible for 80% of sick leaves. 20% of household items consume 80% of electricity. 20% of the book will have 80% of the content you are looking for. Pareto chart applied in almost every field like business, sales, marketing, quality control, sports, etc. Thus, one can get many examples. Now, after understanding various aspects of the Pareto chart, let us move to the next technique, that is, the 5 whys.
Okay.
The 5 whys.
I'll post the link to this because it's a very long video with all the different techniques for root cause analysis. So you
Yeah,
can
maybe
check it.
let's keep going with the
Yeah.
session. The video are a bit too
Yeah.
long.
Wait, here. Okay.
Technique is one of the
Okay. So after analyzing the different root cause analysis techniques, we can continue with SWOT analysis that you might know as well for professional reasons, which is S for strengths, W for weaknesses, O for opportunities, and T for threats that can be related to the problem. And you can use insights to devise strategies that leverage strengths and opportunities while addressing weaknesses and threats. Then we also have the technique of the decision matrix, where you have to list possible solutions and criteria for evaluating them, assign weights to criteria and evaluate solutions based on the weighted scores, and analyze the problem from each perspective to gain comprehensive insights. Here we have an example of what is the SWOT analysis. I don't know if it's going to be very long because most of you might already know it, since it's the most commonly known one.
Baby, Nora, sorry.
In this video, we're talking.
Yeah, because we
Okay.
can, I mean, we have the link, we can send the link
Okay.
in the chat. So maybe
Okay.
like it's more interactive if we keep going with the session.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, another techniques that are usually used as well is to use mindfulness and relaxation. Practicing mindfulness techniques to manage stress and maintain a focus during problem solving can enhance clarity of thought and creativity. And personally, I have used it, and I think it's one of the most useful ones, especially also in your personal life. So also managing your professional and personal life balance. So related to this technique, let's say, we also have the work-life balance assessments, where we use tools like the Wheel of Life to assess different life areas, for example, work, family, health, and identify areas that need attention. And we also need to set boundaries, prioritizing self-care and allocating time for personal interests that you can maintain a healthier work-life balance. We have here a link for a guided meditation, but I think we don't have time for that, but I might share the link with you in case you are interested in doing it whenever you want.
Non sai dove sbattere la testa tra maturità e test di medicina? Non preoccuparti, ci pensiamo noi di Accademia dei Test. Ti offriamo un supporto personalizzato 24 ore su 24 e una piattaforma con infinite simulazioni. Clicca qui sotto per saperne di più.
Spedizioni veloci, intrattenimento irresistibile. Iscriviti a Prime a soli 4,99 € al mese.
For this practice, we recommend that you get into a position that will allow you to be most relaxed, ideally lying flat on your back, arms at your sides. Hit pause if you need to, and come back when you're ready. Now, take a moment to adjust your body.
Okay, I stopped the sharing because I think something went wrong, and Nora, we cannot hear you anymore. I think your mic is off.
Okay, sorry, too many tabs opened.
Yeah,
Okay.
something happened. No problem.
That's
Technology.
fine. Okay. Send. Okay. Okay. Sorry, but I have to share that.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. Now, yes. Okay. Okay. So I share with you the guided meditation link whenever you are interested in doing it. So we were talking before about the Wheel of Life. The Wheel of Life is a tool to help you explore where you are in your life right now and where you would like to be in the future. And there is a free assessment that we can share with you in case you want to do it later. I think it's quite interesting. I can share it also in the chat. And then another technique that we can present you is the strengths-based approach that aligns tasks and roles with your strengths, and you will feel more competent and motivated. And it also recognizes and appreciates colleagues' strengths, fostering a supportive work environment. So it will be something similar to the SWOT analysis, but also based on the performance of your colleagues. So you can also have some feedbacks on what the work environment is with them. And then we have here writing you some messages that will be taken into consideration on the problem solving. Burnout does not have to be an inevitable outcome of the modern work environment. By applying what you have learned, you can chart a course towards a healthier, more balanced, and happier work life, preserving your well-being and nurturing a workplace that promotes the well-being of all its members. By applying what you have learned, you can emphasize the significance of problem-solving skills and soft skills in personal and professional development. And it is not just about reiterating the importance of recognizing and addressing burnout, but also prioritizing self-care and well-being as a preventive measure. And here we have done a short quiz. If you want to do it, I can also copy it in the chat if you want to do it later. Well, I don't know if I can copy it. No, I can't. Okay. So I don't know if we have time to do the quiz or we finished already, because we have to finish at 45, right?
Yeah, but we started a bit later, so we have some time to finish the session, and maybe if someone has questions. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so we can do the short quiz if you guys want to answer in the chat for these questions that are related to what we have seen before about problem solving. So you are tasked with solving a complex problem at work and you're feeling overwhelmed. What is the first step you should take in approaching this problem? A, jump straight into finding a solution. B, break down the problem into smaller, manageable parts. C, delegate the problem to a colleague. D, ignore the problem and hope it resolves itself. So as we have done before, if you want to answer your opinions in the chat. Then the second question, you've been consistently working long hours and you notice that it's starting to impact your well-being and personal life. What is a healthy approach to achieving a better work-life balance? A, keep working long hours to show dedication to your job. B, prioritize self-care, set boundaries, and communicate with your employer about workload. C, avoid taking breaks to maximize productivity. Or D, completely disconnect from your personal life to focus solely on work. Okay, we have some answers. Yeah, I think we have a clear winner. Yeah, I think for the first question, B will be the right answer, to break down the problem into smaller, manageable parts. And then for the second question as well, that we should prioritize self-care, set boundaries, and communicate with your employer about our workload. So we have come to the end of this unit about problem solving into the project of Reintegrate Wellbeing. I don't know if you guys have any questions or any experiences that you would like to share with the group about problem solving techniques that you have been using or that you would like to use in the future, or if you have found this presentation useful or found out some techniques that you didn't know about, you're free to share with all of us.
Thank you, Nora. I think it was really interesting also the part of for me, it was interesting the facilitator brainstorming in groups. And I found it funny, the part where they say that the boss should be outside, no? Because sometimes we're a bit like scared about what other people think, and if they have a powerful role, then it's even worse. I wanted to ask you actually, what's your like in your experience, what's your best problem solving skill or way to solve a difficult situation?
I think that in the end, like when we are confronting a very difficult situation or problem at work, both within the task that you have to do or an internal organization problem, we are very nervous and we usually start exactly like we get blocked. And in the end, I think that that we do, I think I will do a SWOT analysis. So, but in the end, I think that we don't take enough time to actually do this task and that we should do them, but that we do these processes maybe without really taking it into consideration, without really realizing that we are using these techniques. But yeah, I think that also it's very important to always share opinions and different points of view with your colleagues, because maybe you are also making a big of a problem of something that is actually not a problem, or just part of the reality, or I don't know, you have some information that is actually not true. So I think the most opinions you have into your about the situation, the most different points of view you have, about your situation, the better, because like that you can take a solution based also on what your colleagues take into consideration. You can also ask them, depends also the relationship you have with them, about which solutions they will put to the problem. Or I think the best is always sharing with the team, especially when you are working, for example, in social organizations or NGOs, for example. That would be the best, I think.
Okay, thank you. I was thinking, do you think that could be useful to like change the definition of problem as challenge? Because sometimes for me it works. If I try to look at a problem not as a problem, but as a challenge or something from I can learn something, then maybe the pressures goes down and I have a different attitude.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I see Marta asks, what's your favorite problem solution strategy? I think you already answered.
Yeah, I will say, that could be the most practical one. Yeah. I mean, also depending on my work experience, like each one has different work experiences in different sectors. So of course, the different challenges that appear are very different, and very different solutions might be taken into consideration. But at least in the social and NGO sphere, which is the experience that I have, it's always better to talk with your colleagues and find common solutions, or take into consideration their ways of approaching the challenges as well.
Thank you. I don't know if someone has still answer. I'm checking. No, I don't see any hands. So I think we finished for today. Thank you, Mara, for this session, and thank you to all of you guys for joining us. And I hope to see you all next week, same day, same time.
Thank you for hosting this project and for hosting these talks.
Thank you too. Have a nice day, everyone.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.